On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Paleontology.
The study of fossils and the history of life on Earth.
Examples:
Vertebrate paleontology. Paleontology museum. My interest in paleontology research began when I visited a natural history museum and saw a display of fossils from the Jurassic period.
Dinosaur.
A large extinct reptile, often with an armored back, long neck, tail, and bony plates on the skin.
Examples:
Hulking dinosaur. Dinosaur fossil. The discovery of a new dinosaur species made headlines in the scientific community.
Dyslexia.
A neurological condition that affects a person's ability to read, write, and spell, often despite normal or above-average intelligence, effective teaching, and adequate motivation, which is characterized by difficulty in the phonological coding of written words, poor phonological awareness, and poor reading fluency and decoding skills.
Examples:
Student with dyslexia. Diagnosis of dyslexia. Educators need to understand how dyslexia affects students' reading abilities.
Hemisphere.
Half of the terrestrial globe, half of a sphere.
Examples:
Northern hemisphere. Cerebral hemisphere. This weather pattern is unique to the southern hemisphere.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Depict.
To illustrate someone or something in a photograph.
Examples:
Depict a scene. Depict a feeling of isolation. His son had accurately depicted the bloom.
Petrify.
To turn to stone, to make hard and unyielding.
Examples:
Petrify with fear. Petrify into stone. The thought of public speaking will petrify her.
Sap.
To gradually weaken or drain strength, energy, or resources, to undermine or impair someone's confidence or morale.
Examples:
Sap flow. Sap strength. The disease has sapped all his energy, and he can barely get out of bed.
Bloodsucker.
A small animal that feeds on blood, like a leech or a mosquito, a person who is seen as exploiting or taking advantage of others.
Examples:
Bloodsucker mosquito. Political bloodsucker. The lobbyist was accused of being a bloodsucker, using his influence to push through policies that only benefited his clients.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Ostrich.
A large flightless bird native to Africa with a long neck, legs, and bill.
Examples:
Ostrich eggs. Ostrich feathers. The farmers raise ostriches for their meat, eggs, and feathers.
Conspire.
To plan or plot together secretly, especially with an evil or unlawful purpose.
Examples:
Conspire his ruin. Conspire to corner the market. The group of friends conspired to pull a prank on their teacher.
Mosquito.
A small flying insect whose female bites people and animals and sucks their blood, and sometimes transmits serious diseases such as malaria.
Examples:
Mosquito bite. Mosquito repellent. A stagnant water area are breeding ground for mosquitoes.
Thigh.
The part of the human leg between the hip and the knee. In animals, the corresponding upper part of the hind leg.
Examples:
Thigh muscle. Chicken thigh. The marathon runner felt a cramp in her thigh at the 20th mile.
Hem.
The edge or border of a piece of cloth, typically sewn to prevent fraying or unraveling. A small margin or border around something. Verb, to fold the edge of a piece of fabric and sew it down to create a neat and secure finish.
Examples:
The hem of a dress. Hem the skirt. The hem length of her dress was perfect for the evening event.
Hemoglobin.
A protein-based molecule found in red blood cells that transports oxygen throughout the body.
Examples:
Hemoglobin level. Abnormal hemoglobin. The hemoglobin gene mutation can cause genetic disorders such as sickle cell disease.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Medulla.
The innermost part of an organ or structure, especially the spinal cord or brainstem, part of the brain responsible for controlling vital bodily functions such as breathing and heart rate.
Examples:
Adrenal medulla. Medulla function. The medulla oblongata regulates vital functions such as breathing and heart rate. Build-up. The accumulation or increase of something over time.
Examples:
Lactic acid buildup. Huge military buildup. The buildup of stress over time can lead to health problems.
Fossilized.
Transformed into a fossil equals something preserved in rock for a very long period, or preserved in the form of a fossil, antiquated or inflexible.
Examples:
Obsolete fossilized ways. A fossilized grove. The dinosaur bones were so old that they had been wholly fossilized, turning to stone over millions of years.
Osteocyte.
A specialized bone cell that is embedded in the mineralized matrix of bone tissue, responsible for the maintenance, repair, and remodeling of bone.
Examples:
Osteocyte function. Mature osteocyte. The network of osteocytes within the bone tissue allows for the exchange of nutrients and waste products.
Deteriorate.
To become worse in quality, to decline or degenerate.
Examples:
Deteriorate at a slow pace. Deteriorate condition. The patient's health deteriorated rapidly after being diagnosed with the disease.
Collagen.
A fibrous protein that forms the connective tissues in animals, including skin, tendons, and bone, often used in cosmetic and medical treatments for its ability to add firmness and elasticity to skin or other tissues.
Examples:
Collagen supplement. Collagen production. Our natural collagen production decreases as we age, leading to wrinkles, sagging skin, and joint pain.
Classify.
To categorize or group something according to a system or set of criteria. To assign something to a particular class or category based on its characteristics or properties.
Examples:
Classify images. Classify emails into folders. I need to classify these documents for the upcoming audit.
Avian.
Relating to or characteristic of birds.
Examples:
Avian influenza. Avian habitat. The expert on avian species studied the behavior of different types of birds.
Clunky.
Heavy, awkward, and old-fashioned, not graceful and clumsy in style, form, or movement.
Examples:
Clunky phrasing. Clunky robot. Refined character portrayal makes up for clunky gameplay.
Extinct.
No longer in existence.
Examples:
Extinct by human activity. Long extinct volcano. Many species have become extinct due to habitat destruction and other human activities.
Velociraptor.
A small to medium-sized predatory dinosaur that lived during the Cretaceous period, known for its distinctive sickle-shaped claws and its agile and swift nature.
Examples:
Fossilized velociraptor. Hunting velociraptor. The museum's newest exhibit features a complete velociraptor skeleton, drawing crowds of eager paleontology enthusiasts.
Transgenic.
Relating to or characterized by the transfer of genes from one species to another, typically done in genetic engineering and biotechnology.
Examples:
Transgenic organism. Transgenic technology. The transgenic crops were genetically modified to be resistant to pests.
Jellyfish.
A marine creature with a soft, jelly-like body and tentacles for stinging.
Examples:
Spineless jellyfish. Jellyfish sting. The beach was filled with hundreds of jellyfish, so swimming was not recommended.
Zebrafish.
A small tropical fish species, Danio, originating from Southeast Asia, commonly used in scientific research due to their transparent embryos, regenerative abilities, and genetic similarities to humans.
Examples:
Zebrafish larvae. Zebrafish genome. Researchers often create zebrafish mutants to model and study human genetic disorders.
Atavism.
The reappearance or recurrence of a trait, characteristic, or behavior that is typical of a remote ancestor and not present in the immediate parent or recent ancestors, a throwback to an earlier or ancestral form.
Examples:
Genetic atavism. Atavism trait. Modern architects sometimes incorporate atavism into their designs by reintroducing ancient building techniques.
Ancestral.
Related to or connected with members of your family from the past.
Examples:
An ancestral graveyard. Ancestral roots. The ancestral home has been in the family for generations.
Glowing.
Highly enthusiastic, greatly praised.
Examples:
Glowing reviews. Glowing cheeks. The western sky was glowing pink.
Genesis.
The origin or beginning of something. The first book of the biblical scriptures of both Judaism and Christianity, describing the creation of the earth and humankind.
Examples:
The genesis of civilization. In the book of Genesis. The politician's remarks became the genesis of the clash between the two countries.
Claw.
A curved, pointed appendage found on the foot or leg of an animal, used for gripping or grasping. A human hand with long, narrow fingers that are curved like a claw. A machine or tool with a claw-like opening used for gripping or lifting objects.
Examples:
Claw marks. Claw hammer. The bear used its claw to catch a fish in the river.
Archaeopteryx.
A prehistoric bird that lived during the late Jurassic period and is considered an intermediate fossil between ancient non-avian dinosaurs and modern birds.
Examples:
Archaeopteryx specimen, Archaeopteryx skeleton. The discovery of the Archaeopteryx fossil provided groundbreaking evidence of the link between reptiles and birds.
Pigeon.
A stout-bodied bird with a small head, short legs, and a short, cooing call, typically found in cities and domesticated for food.
Examples:
A racing pigeon, pigeon on the roof. The pigeon perched on the windowsill, pecking at the bread crumbs left for it.
Fuse.
A small part in an electrical device or machinery that can interrupt the flow of electrical current when it is overloaded. Verb, to become plastic or fluid or liquefied from heat.
Examples:
Fuse blows. Fuse with one another. He has a short fuse.
Hatch.
To cause an egg to break to allow a young animal to come out, to produce and expand something that is in an early stage.
Examples:
Hatch a plan. Hatch a baby chick. The eggs began to hatch, and the small chicks emerged.
Rudimentary.
Relating to basic facts or principles, fundamental.
Examples:
A rudimentary plant. Rudimentary understanding. He has only a rudimentary knowledge of this topic.
Reabsorption.
The organic process in which the substance of some differentiated structure that has been produced by the body undergoes lysis and assimilation.
Examples:
Reabsorption of water. Glucose reabsorption. The tubules are responsible for the reabsorption of sodium once filtered by the kidneys.
Colonel.
A military rank above a lieutenant colonel and below a general.
Examples:
Colonel rank. Brevet colonel. The army colonel led the troops into battle.